Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm Lisa Marie and you've just tuned in to Bank Life. If this is your first time on the channel, go ahead and hit like. You're going to like this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure when you're listening to the video and you have any questions and you would like for me to reply, go ahead and respond. And again, if it's your first time, welcome. All right, let's go right to the video.
Years or more that was on child support, take great care of their kids, and it was still put on child support because they was dealing with a bitter baby mama.
Wow.
The relationship ended and they couldn't let that hurt go. So when you hear child support, I like the child support. I just like.
All right. So you already know we're about to go in. Okay, so he's saying that, hey, because the guys are dealing with bitter women, that's the reason, he had friends where they were taking care of their child. But when the relationship ended, the woman decided to go ahead and put them on child support because they were hurt and they were bitter because the relationship ended. Now, that is not the purpose of child support, right? So hopefully that's not, in other words, from my personal experience, let me speak from my personal experience and from the experiences that I've had even at work and so forth. Okay, so let's go. All right, so from my personal experience, I know women that don't have men on child support, and I believe that's harder from my personal experience, because when you don't have a man on child support, you're looking for your weekly or bi-weekly cash apps, or weekly or bi-weekly Zelle payments, or your weekly or your bi-weekly checks. And when they're not on time, that can become an issue because the child is still going to need Pampers. Or if it doesn't come at all, the child is still going to have to eat. And so when you're dealing with the government, however, we're going to keep it 100. We know that those checks are going to be in 99% of the time. And I'm talking from my banking experiences. It's going to be in your account on time. Now, as far as women putting the guys on because they're bitter. No, that's wrong, right? That is not the purpose. Child support is where, let me read it directly from from Google. Let's read it. Meaning of child support. Child support is a legal requirement for a non-custodial parent to financially contribute to the raising of their child. It can include cash payments and health insurance. Okay, and now I do know that it covers what? Clothing, shelter, general purposes, and health. And food, of course, right? All right. And in New York, and I am based out of New York, a child support is to cover the child but not, let me say one thing about this, because it's supposed to be, child support is not only for one parent, right? It's combined income. So although one parent can say, hey, we're going to take you to have you pay child support, they're still going to include, and they are going to look at the parents themselves background, see what they have, and it's a combined amount. So it's only after the judge also will take into account the woman's finances as well as what she's getting, and then supplement it with what the guy is making. So are we saying, well, the woman is bitter, so now she's putting them on child support? But even if a woman puts you on child support, it is your legal obligation to pay the combined percentage of whatever your state is between the both of you. So whether the person is bitter or angry or not, should you still not pay child support? That's my question. Should you not still pay child support? Is it still not your obligation to pay child support? Let me know in the comments. So we have to look at it from that standpoint. And I think, gentlemen, if you look at it from that standpoint, maybe it'll ease the fact that you're now having to pay child support. Is it right for child support to be for you to only be put on child support based on bitterness? No. But if you are dealing with a bitter woman, I didn't want to say a bitter black woman. If you are dealing with a bitter woman, isn't it better just to have her checks go directly with her so that you can not have to deal with that particular type of ordeal? And maybe just see your son or your daughter and just go about your business than to have to deal with that particular individual. Isn't that better just to have it legally done? I don't know. I mean, I guess I personally feel it's the way you look at it. I want to know in the comments, gentlemen. I want to know what y'all think. Because it's a combined income. Are you still not obligated to pay? Should you be forced to pay for your own child? And you're saying, well, if we were together, I wouldn't have to have this mandated on me and so forth. Yeah, but the fact that for the most part, when you're put on child support, should you be put on child support? Hey, I got a question. Should you be put on child support as soon, or should I say, would you prefer to be put on child support while you're in a relationship and saying, hey, so I don't have to ask you for this money. Let's work out the finances now. And I'm talking, remember, you're listening to Lisa Marie, Bank Life. Should we work out the finances before we're not in a good place? Should we say, hey, you know what? I'm taking you to child support. We're going to agree on this so I can know right away how much you're going to give and how much I'm going to give. We're still in good communication. The relationship is still good. Everything is still good. But legal, I don't feel comfortable coming to you for finances every week. Is that better? Let me know in the comments. I'm Lisa Marie. I have a tip before I close out my video. Gentlemen, if you are being placed on child support, please do not quit your job just so you don't have to pay this particular woman that you may think is bitter. Please keep your bank account. Now, should you have money on the side? Yes. Because if you are not consistent, now this is if you're not paying child support and you owe child support. I know there are a lot of guys that say, you know what, I'm not paying child support yet, or I have a child, but I'm not on child support. I don't think the baby mama's going to put me on child support. What you need to do is, although you have your account, don't close your account. You may want to keep a few dollars at home just in case you are put on child support unaware. and then your account is placed on hold and you have no cash on hand. Now, I'm not saying keep it in the house. You can keep it in you can't keep it in a safe deposit legally either. You can keep it on the side. Don't tell nobody where it's at. Maybe a friend of yours may hold it, which is also dangerous. So, but I don't want to say keep it in your house. But if you do keep it in your house, don't tell no one that it's there. Does that make sense? Because usually that's where the problem is. And I don't want to be the one you say, well, Lisa Marie gave you that particular advice, and the person walks off with your cash. But no, you want to have a few dollars, I would say, on hand, just in case you're put on child support unaware. And then you go to the bank and you ask and say, hey, I was trying to get out a few dollars. And they have to say, well, hey, we received, your account has a legal hold. We've received information from the court that we're to place this account on hold. Here's the phone number. And then you go and you ask for conditional release and you work it out. So you do want to make sure that you always have a few dollars on the side, just in case if you do have any children, and you're not on child support, and maybe you've just broken up and so forth. You do want to have a few dollars on you. But I don't advise for you to quit your job. I don't advise for you to try to, backtrack just so you don't have to pay child support, because you should want to take care of your child. Okay, well, that's my advice tonight. I'm Lisa Marie, Bank Life. Now, the examples I use is not to be taken as financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer it. And if I don't answer it personally, I will tell you on the comment that I will go ahead and make a video on that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, hit subscribe. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next video.